Hey there, Libra. Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie, and this is your mid-month reading for March 2023. Thank you so much for joining me. Kindly remember that this is a general reading and that time is fluid, so please apply what resonates currently and suspend the rest. This reading can be applied to relationships, career, and personal growth, as well as to the sign of Libra, wherever it presents in your birth chart. I do offer personal readings, and you can find my information in the description box below. And if you enjoyed today's reading, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And please leave me a comment below, Libra. I'd love to know how you're doing. And with that, let's get started. So right off the bat, Libra, when I was doing your pre-shuffle, I kept getting the sense here that the clouds will soon be parting for you. I was getting that for some of you, this has to do with either a third-party situation, if this is romance for you. And I also was getting for some that this could have something to do with just somebody who you have been suspecting is not being completely forthright. Someone here is putting in quite a lot of emotional investment into a situation, whether it's romantic, it could be your dedication to a career path or a job. But in general, it's this sense that you are dedicating far more of yourself into this commitment than somebody on the receiving end is giving. So let's go ahead and see using Oracle to get an idea of the energies at play. And then we will jump into the tarot, which we will clarify. So right off the bat, we've got to be fair. So for some of you, you are connecting with a Libra, but this is also about having to take legal action for some of you. If this is about a third-party situation, this is the fact that you have found something out, or at the very least are no longer comforted by the goings on and the feelings you've been getting in the dynamic. There's just this sense that you need time away, time apart, and for some, this is about a separation. For others of you, this is about revisiting the contract. This is about revisiting the agreement. What were we supposed to be doing here versus what is actually happening? You're in a space now, Libra, of having to decide where you want to be and what this is that you are putting yourself into as far as all of the investment. Are you sure you want to continue? Is this serving you, and are you being honored for your effort? Okay. For others of you, going back to that the clouds are parting, it could be that this revelation is bringing to you some very painful information, but it's also for some of you the fact that you have already gone through this and now you are coming out the other end feeling much more clear-headed and much more able to now pursue what it is your heart desires. Blessed 22. You may be seeing many twos, Libra, but this is about a feeling of divine guidance and direction. Blessed is about gratitude. So you may be finding yourself now, Libra, in a space where you are looking at the things around you, the people, places, and situations around you that maybe have always been there, maybe not, but you're looking at everything through a new lens. If you are not now, you will be very soon. Looking at everything around you with a sense of gratitude. Right now, anyone that is in your environment or anything that still lingers is there for a reason. So I suggest, Libra, if you haven't already, take a look at what you are surrounded by and ask yourself if maybe in the time that you have been trying to heal and sort of brush yourself off from the past, if there are things that you can be grateful for. And just as I said that, I looked at the timestamp and it's 3 minutes and 33 seconds. So you may be seeing threes. But take a look around and see if there are things that you can really put a name to that you feel grateful for. And I think you may surprise yourself that you are surrounded right now with abundance. And to the sea is exactly that sense. It's almost like the Four of Cups, where it's this feeling of having so much around you, but perhaps you are not quite noticing all of the abundance available to you. It's a sense of, yes, you are leaving an otherwise uncomfortable, very disparaging situation. However, you are still surrounded by abundance. You are still surrounded by treasures. And when you are in a space of pain or trying to leave a painful situation, it is very easy to look at the things around you and not notice how much goodness it plays into you, how much of you it is able to keep grounded and sustained through the hard times. Okay? But overall, Libra, I'm getting that you are coming out of this depression, anxiety. You're coming out of this lack of knowing. And if that is not what you are already coming to the reading with, this is something that you will be feeling very, very soon, is this clearer sense of direction. Now, let's see your past, present, future, why this is all happening, and the best case scenario with guidance, please. For Libra. Past, present, future, why this is all happening, and the best case scenario, please. For Libra. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. Libra, this is beautiful. So first of all, this is about self-sufficiency, okay? This is about you being in a space of security within your own body, within your skin, within your finances, within the company that you keep, in your pastimes, what you can afford to do, what you want to do. This is a sense of independence. And so for some of you also, if you're coming out of a romantic situation with someone you felt did not honor the work that you were putting in, this is about you being happily free and happily single. So this is you just being, looking at yourself in the mirror, and you have a very positive self-concept. You look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I am beautiful. I am this. I am excellent. I am blessed. I am beautiful. I am fiery. I am smart. I am etc. Right? I am healthy. I am vital. Whereas whatever you were coming out of previously, whether romantic or otherwise, fed you this notion that you were not these things, possibly. And you knew better. You know yourself. And so this is a sense of entering this stage of your life where you are comfortable with where you are, and you trust yourself. You trust your sense of direction, and you trust where you are, where you've come from. You've isolated the problem, and you're moving in a direction away from it. Okay? Now, in the recent past, we have the 2 of Pentacles. So we're coming from a space of having weighed out the pros and cons regarding someone or something, person, place, or thing. We're also balancing multiple priorities. So this is difficult to sustain, right, Libra? To balance is something that we're very good at. I say we because I'm a Libra rising. But Libras are very good at balancing things out. And so this is very Libran energy. However, this is difficult to do alone. So with the 2 of Pentacles, this is about either finding someone or someone's else who can help you balance these priorities and build the dream, or relinquishing one of their priorities and making room for the one priority that you want to focus on. So in the recent past, there was an understanding that you're balancing this, but that it may not be sustainable. You're in a space now of the 10 of Cups, Libra. So you are very much having decided for yourself that enough is enough, and that you are tired of stressing out, and you are just going to devote all the time and energy you can to yourself and your loved ones, the people who deserve it, the people who honor you, the people who reciprocate to you, right? This is a feeling of prioritizing joy, contentment, happiness, love, and blessings. I'm noticing it says love and blessings fill your life, right? So this is, again, you recognizing the beauty in the people and places and things that surround you. If you are in a family situation right now, or should I say that the family unit is what is at your focus right now, as it currently stands in its current form, you are content with. And coming in, we've got the 2 of Cups. And so what I'm getting here for you, Libra, is that you are going to meet a new addition to this 10 of Cups. You are currently content and happy. And this family unit, let's say this, for those of you who already have this celebration with your family, I'm getting that this is more of like your nuclear family, like your parents, your grandparents, your siblings. However, the 2 of Cups is very much that romantic love, that reciprocating love. Now, for some of you, this is just about an important connection who is not romantic, but just this connection is going to help you create a level of balance in your life. So if you are romantically involved, this is about a friendship coming in with somebody who is sort of like your kindred spirit. It's just adding to your life, which is already full, and it's just adding more to it. But I will say, Libra, this is about you either meeting somebody new and having that connection, or it is you in a current connection renewing that love, renewing vows, possibly having an anniversary coming up, a recognition, a reignition, a celebration of that connection and what you love about this person. For others of you where there is no one involved, this is just you being at peace within yourself. The two indicates balance, and you are just in a space of emotional balance, okay? Because right now you're full right now, Libra. Why it's all happening is the Two of Wands. Okay, so this is about having made a decision and going for it. I'm getting that for many of you, Libra, you finally met someone or met your match in some capacity as far as motivation and inspiration. This is about you not being alone in your journey. So I'm going to say, based on the imagery here, because I feel you're not alone. Okay, so if there is no one right now who you can actually say is the reason for your clear thinking, your clear decision making, or the motivation that you feel right now, this is about the fact that you have an angel guiding you. You have your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, goddess, God, whoever you pray to. Okay, this is about you being led down a path in company of someone else or something positive else. Okay, so why this is all happening? It's because it is supposed to happen, and because there was someone who motivated you down this path, and you have continued regardless of the obstacles to pursue. Okay, now the best case scenario here is the Fool. Okay, so you may be connecting with an Aries, but the best case scenario here is that you enter a brand new cycle. You are entering a space, Libra, of evolution. This is new to you. You're going to face many obstacles coming up that you are not familiar with. And this is not a bad thing. This is letting you know that you are in the growth phase of a new part of your life. You are evolving. You are becoming greater than you were previously. For some, this is about falling in love. So the Fool with the Two of Cups is that leap of faith. It is that love. Okay, so for some, this is about in the future, best case scenario, you and this person who you have this beautiful, intense connection with, you guys will become an item. You guys will be inseparable, and you'll fall head over heels in love with each other mutually. For others, this is about the fact that because you are giving so much of yourself back to yourself and being moved by this motivation and these energies, you are going to move into a phase where you are going to partake in hobbies, activities, extravaganzas, all these incredible opportunities you are going to involve yourself in because it is new and you just feel like it. You're not even going to recognize yourself, Libra. This is something so unlike you, but it feels right. It feels right. Again, it's this, the clouds are parting. It feels like a depression is being lifted. It feels like this uncertainty is being lifted. So much baggage you've been carrying up to this point is no longer an issue. And it's not to say that you will not have challenge along the way, but you have effectively completed a portion of your healing. Like what you were meant to learn in your previous situation, you have learned. And now you're coming into a space of living in this renewed, rejuvenated space. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and clarify for Libra, please. Let's go ahead and clarify past, present, future, why it's all happening. And the best case scenario, please. After clarification, Libra, we will pull guidance, okay? For Libra, please. Last shuffle and the cut. Let's go. Okay, Libra. So underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. You could be connecting with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may have any one of these placements very strong in your chart, besides the fact that this is your energy, okay? But this is a matter of you being in a space of dictating exactly what it is you want in your space. Not in a way that lacks grace. You are still compassionate in your dealings, but this is you being in a space of telling it how it is and being honest from the heart. You're not going to give anyone false impressions. You're going to do what you need to do and say what you need to say. You're cutting someone out, you're cutting something out, and you are rebalancing the scales, point blank, period. Now, in the recent past with the Two of Pentacles, we have that being clarified by the Three of Swords. So it was just like the channeled message at the beginning of our reading today. That sense of a third party situation, there was some kind of either another person involved, okay, someone who was juggling others, but it could also be overall just this really difficult balancing act, Libra, of trying to prioritize multiple people, places, or things that did not match up. It was impossible to balance everything out. And through this frustration, you realize something had to give. Either someone else or other people were going to help you manage these priorities, or in the realization that no one else but you could manage these priorities. You would have to drop something from the roster in order to make room for the one or two things that really mattered. And so this is deliberate, intentional decision making that is helping you reach success now from your past, okay? Now, in your current space, you are the 10 of Cups being clarified by the Page of Swords. So more Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. You may find yourself, Libra, in a space connecting with another air sign who may be watching from a distance the fact that you are so incredibly happy. But I will say this as well, Libra, there's a safe sense of detachment that you're spending, and that is what's giving you this fulfillment, this contentment, is the fact that you are curious again. The Page of Swords is a researcher. They like to start from scratch on something that is interesting to them. So I want to say, Libra, this is again going back to the fact that something has lifted from you. Some kind of cloudiness, some kind of heaviness has lifted. And now you're in a space where you feel curious again. You feel childlike again. You feel rejuvenated again. And like you can genuinely connect with other people, connect with other situations, give more to your job, but you are looking at things again through a clearer lens, or in a different lens, I should say, that is allowing you to look and be curious and enjoy the exploration of an idea or person or experience. Now, coming in for you, we have the Two of Cups being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. Now, I am going to say this because we have the Two of Pentacles having come from your past. So this is confirmation for you, Libra, that if you are leaving a third-party situation, okay, and this person wants to reconcile, they are not going to leave behind what they were juggling prior. This is something that they want to continue doing. It's going to be a rejuvenation of the relationship. There's going to be a mutual connection. This person does love you, but they don't know how to leave well enough alone. I will say, as a third-party situation, that third party does not have to be another person. It could be their work. Some folks are addicted to work, or they just don't know how to reprioritize the way their time is spent. And so what happens? You have a significant other at home who has not agreed to the deal of never seeing their other half, and yet other half is still at work 16 hours a day. If it's agreed upon, it's one thing. If it's not agreed upon and it sneaks in, someone starts to feel like they've been lied to. So if that has not been corrected, then this person is prepared to come back into the relationship with exactly what was the reason for it having ended the first time. Okay? Now, for others of you, this is about you having more than one connection coming in the near future that you feel you want in your life. For some, this is about meeting one person who you have a romantic interest in and someone else who you have a more platonic interest in. But something about the priorities of these relationships require a level of balance. This could be about you meeting someone new and now you're trying to fit them into your schedule, Libra. Wanting somebody who you love dearly, you want to prioritize them into your very hectic schedule. Or, you've already put yourself now in a space of greater alignment where you're spending more time with your family and friends. And now this is about accommodating them in the grand scheme of things. This is requiring a certain level of balance and a reevaluation of your priorities, Libra, if you want to make time for them. But you are going to have an option when it comes down to this person and just in general how it fits, how they fit in your life and how you fit in theirs. Now, why it's all happening is the Two of Wands being clarified by the High Priestess. And so this is about you, right? Wands are energy. Straight up, flat out, just energy. So when you have the High Priestess and the Two of Wands, this is about you. The reason it's all happening is because you understood deep down inside that this was just the direction to take. This was the move to make. This was the time to act. You knew, Libra. And the thing is this wasn't something, it could have been something you asked for, but you weren't expecting it to come at the time that it did. It hit you like a ton of bricks. And again, Libra, if this is not where you are at the time of this reading, you will be encountering this very soon because this is why it is all happening. All right? This is about you intuitively knowing that it is time. And whether your brain had enough time to even process it or not is irrelevant because your body felt it and your body has moved into this direction. Now, the best case scenario is the Fool being clarified by the Hierophant. So you may be connecting with a Taurus, but overall, this is about some type of leap of faith towards something, a long-term commitment. This is institutional, okay? This is about work. This is about marriage. This is about a long-term commitment of some kind. So if you are dealing with an Aries, okay, this person is very committed to you and most likely wants to marry you, this person that you're connecting with. I get the feeling, Libra, that if this is someone you're connecting with already, you already know that this is where they are trying to take it. For others of you, the person you're going to meet is this earth sign, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus specifically, but could be any of them. But it's this person that you meet who is going to fall in love with you. So if you meet that person, you kind of give them side eye a little bit, and you're like, okay, so you're a Taurus. All right, tell me about yourself. And you guys are just kind of hitting it off. I mean, this might be that person. This might be the one, you know, and they themselves already are a very commitment-oriented person, and you guys have a lot going on for each other. So I think it'll turn out very well for you. But the best case scenario here overall is about if you are moving towards a commitment, and this is, you know, romance, friendship, career. This is about you taking a leap of faith into it because you know that this is something that will be a responsible choice for you later on. This is something that can build on itself. This is something that will give back to you. And this is something that you enjoy. You can see yourself enjoying the commitment aspect of it. The slow building of it does not scare you, and it does not scare the other person. This is a commitment you are willing and hopeful will work out in the long term. Now let's pull 2 cards, please, for Libra, for guidance. Guidance for Libra, please. Could be connecting with a Leo. Okay. All right. So for guidance, Libra, be patient. That's what I'm getting for you. Be patient, okay? You're in a space right now where you feel like you can take on the entire universe, okay? But you have to, remember, keep your head up in the clouds, but keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. You have to remain grounded through this process. You are in a space where you feel so enriched. You feel so seen, so validated, so healthy, so rejuvenated. There's something, you just feel like something has been switched, right? A switch has been flipped for you. This is tremendous change. But there's an urge here for you to make sure that you are balancing your expectations with reality. And that is that everything outside of you that is not dictated by your own actions is not necessarily controllable. Yes, we may have an influence on people, but at the end of the day, people will choose what they want to do. At the end of the day, you can put everything you want into a job prospect, and just because you might deserve that position does not mean that you will get it, because there's politics, there's XYZ factor, and those are not up to you to control, and so therefore it is not for you to blame if things in that sense do not work out. So by now, Libra, this is a lesson that you have learned. And so me telling you is just confirmation that yes, that is a lesson you've learned, and that with the advice here, it's just telling you to make sure that you remember that the only thing you can control right now are your own actions and your own directions. And as things progress and as you see your investments bear fruit, continue to be wise in your decisions and do not act in haste. Don't make any quick decisions. Don't pull out prematurely. Just make sure that you stay on track and that you stay balanced. Make sure that you hold back where you need to, but overall, don't try your best to not allow the impatience to override your reason. All right, so you fall in love with somebody, you guys have incredible chemistry. That may not mean that it's time to elope. You know, just give it a second. Give it a second, kind of get to know each other a bit more, see where things progress, and make sure, not because it's not a real possibility, but because there is something about the patience portion of these processes that is important for your own resolve. You, Libra, need to see it unfold for your own history keeping, for your own note taking, for your own understanding of how these situations unravel. It's for your own learning experience that it's going to be in your best interest to proceed slowly so that you can take note of what's going on and what to expect in the future. And so that these things later on, should there be a point of discrepancy, you know what to discuss and how to discuss it. So this is about a building stage and making sure that you allow the speed at which this progresses to move at its pace while being the proud supervisor of these seeds that you've planted. Okay? And with that, Libra, I am going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you. I pray that you found this clarifying and helpful. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe and leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And I will see you in the next reading in a couple weeks' time, Libra. Until then, I am sending you all of my love. Bye, Libra.